I see that Trump once again has avoided producing his financial records. The Supreme Court has temporarily blocked the House Committee's request for disclosure.
Oh, poor Mr. Trump. Do you think the House Committee is being unfair? Perhaps he does have something to hide.
From the very start, over 4 years ago, he has been dodging disclosure of his tax return. It sure makes him look guilty of something.
I see that he has agreed to go along with the court's decision when it is finally issued.
Sure, big deal. He has avoided it this long. It could be tangled in the court for years. Don't you think it's fair for Trump to disclose his records like the other presidents did?
Tim, don't be such a cynic. He will be out of office by the time this legal business is finished. I heard that the newly appointed head of the U.S. Agency for Global Media, Michael Pack, is gutting top management of Voice of America. He is another one of Mr. Trump's appointees.
Is it possible that this is one of Trump's moves to get his misguided message out to the world? Voice of America was established after World War II and to, I quote, fight lies with the truth. Tammie, Pack did some work with the now infamous Steve Bannon, the ultra-right-wing publisher and former Trump advisor. I may see where this is going.
Tim, do you think Pack will keep the broadcasts in the world's best interest? The top executives of Voice of America resigned when Pack was appointed.
Perhaps it is one more step in the direction of Trump's hoped-for dictatorship. First, declare that all protesters are Antifa, then get the protesters so riled up that he can bring in the military, all the while promoting his brand of leadership to the world.
Oh, Tim, that doesn't sound good at all. What can we do? America has always represented freedom for all.
The first step is to vote him out of power. Our Congress is very partisan. The Republicans are fearful of losing power and afraid of Trump's reprisal. The Democrats don't have enough pull, and we, the people, pay the price.
Tim, you make it sound like America is being chopped up like a side of beef.
Tammie, it gets worse. Trump told the Chinese leader, Xi Jinping, that the American people wanted to amend the U.S. Constitution to allow him to serve more than 2 terms as president.
Wow, Trump is either seriously delusional or he is planting the seeds for his autocracy.
At least the Supreme Court got it right for the deferred action for childhood arrivals. It struck down Trump's attempt to exclude these innocent people.
Do you think Trump wants America to stand for white people only? We are a nation of colors, and we should be proud of it.
Trump and his white supremacy attitude is clearly in the open now. This is the time for America to remember that justice is colorblind.
I understand that the Supreme Court's ruling will allow over 600,000 young people to remain in America. That's a chunk of our future generation.
These young people are known as dreamers, and that's what we need in our country. More dreamers and less schemers.
Trump and his stupid wall to keep immigrants out. His family were immigrants from Germany. He even lied for many years about his ancestry. He told people he was Swedish. Now what does that say about him? Ashamed of his origins?
Tammie, perhaps he believes that now that he is in power, everyone should be like him. How's that? Racist white and ashamed of our roots?
Trump, while visiting the Ford motor plant, praised Henry Ford, saying he had good bloodlines, good bloodlines.
Wow, Tammie, that is so Trump. It appears that Henry Ford was intensely anti-Semitic. In his company newsletter of 1920, he ran the headline, "The International Jew, the World's Problem."
Do you think that's why Hitler had praise for Ford and kept a photo of Ford in his office? Imagine that, Hitler finding encouragement in Henry Ford.
I heard that Facebook took down some of Trump's re-election ads because they used the Nazi symbol of a downward-facing red triangle. These symbols were used to mark prisoners.
Tim, do you think Trump is trying to rally all the white supremacists for his election try? He is getting to be very scary.
Can you possibly imagine what would happen if Trump got re-elected? Perhaps another attempt at an Aryan society. Now he embraces his German ancestry.
With his push for white supremacy, could he become another Hitler? Made in Germany and immigrated to America.
Trump appears to applaud those who are anti-anyone who is not white. What is America coming to with this man in the presidency?
Tim, what do you think about Trump's comment of John Bolton's new book, The Room Where It Happened?
Tammie, Bolton, as the former national security advisor, has a lot of inside information about the chaos in the Trump administration.
Trump is saying that Bolton made up stories and that he is violating national security.
Perhaps Trump hasn't caught on yet. The book with all this attention is bound to be a bestseller. Trump should have kept his mouth shut, but no, his ego wouldn't let it go.
Well, the book is already printed and ready for circulation. I hear that pre-orders are going through the roof.
I have read several books relating to Trump. The chaos in Trump's administration has been a thing from the very start.
Is it true that when Trump says something off script, his administration scrambles to make it happen? Even if it is something stupid like injecting Lysol to cure the coronavirus?
People are so afraid in his administration that yes, they have to appease him regardless of the mess that it causes.
Well, that certainly explains some of the chaos.
Did you see that he didn't know what Juneteenth was? None of his white staff knew.
I understand that he asked a black Secret Service agent who told him about Juneteenth.
I have to hand it to Trump. A few days ago, he had the audacity to say that he made Juneteenth famous.
Tim, I hope we can make Trump famous by voting out an openly bigoted president.